Hi, so today I wanted to do a spotlight on the Giorgio Armani cosmetics line. Now, Elaine from Elaine 0007, I will put her link in the sidebar. Is it this way or that way? I'll figure it out once I see this. And she was saying that she was going to hit the Armani counter sometime this week, and I thought it would be great to do a video for her and for you to show you a few different products so that you kind of have a heads up before you get there. Because sometimes, you know, if you get a really good sales associate, you know, you're just chatting and you like them so much, you just wind up buying things. It doesn't happen too often. I'm pretty good at saying no, but sometimes it's like, oh, I just like you so much, and yeah, that sounds good, and this sounds good, and anyways. Okay, so I will start with, now I don't have the fluid sheer. I used to have the fluid sheer, and I used it quite a bit. It was quite nice. It wasn't holy grail for me, and then years later I tried it again, and it was like, wow. So I don't know, I may try it again. I guess your face changes, your skin changes. So anyways, I don't have that, but I do, and I think I spoke a little bit about these things in a previous video or two. So I've got the corrector and the concealer. And this, you know what, now I will actually swatch these things for you. Okay, can you see that? So this is a peachy, whoops. Yeah, I don't know if you can totally see that. It's a peachy corrector, and you know, I wasn't too bad with under eye circles, and then I started using Lilash, one of these lash growth things, and all of a sudden I sort of got darker, actually quite darker, but it was worth it to me because I've never had lashes, so it was a huge deal, and I thought I can cover up the dark circles because I can't really just grow lashes, and if you wear fake ones all the time, it kind of ruins your own natural lashes. But, so this is fantastic. It cancels out that sort of blue, gray, purple. They also have a green one, and I think they actually have another one as well. I'm not too sure what it is, but this is like a peachy salmon color, and I love it. It's very sheer in terms of the consistency, because it's a liquid, but it really covers. In fact, there are times where I don't even put a concealer on top of it because it matches. It just sort of spreads out and hides the dark circles. And, you know, to not have to wear a concealer on top of a corrector is a pretty amazing thing. So this is really, I just found this maybe 5-6 months ago, and that is a holy grail for sure. It really helps. And the next one is the concealer. Comes in little wands as well. This lasts forever. You know, I bought a backup because I thought, you know, surely it must be done. But no, it lasted another like 6 or 7 months. It was crazy. This thing is endless. Never-ending concealer. It was my holy grail until I got the dark circles. And then it wasn't covering as much. But if you don't have dark circles from just heredity, or if you're using lash growth products, or you just, you know, it really is fantastic if you just need to cover up, you know, slight imperfections. It's beautiful. It's liquid. I really kind of prefer the liquids. They just, you don't look like you're wearing concealer, and it just looks like part of your skin. So I like that sort of lighter but good coverage. So I've got those two there. While we're on the eyes, now I showed these Armani pencils, and you know, my brown one is, oh, that's my kitty. Oh, I'll be right out, honey. Okay, now this is to the nub. Like, that's how much I've got left. And I rarely ever use things down to the nub because, you know, I'm on to the next and to the next. So these pencils are phenomenal, and I will actually swatch these ones. So it just kind of glides on. That's the black. I'll do it this way. That's the brown. Gosh, what a crooked line that was. That's the gray. Or is that the black again? Oh, crap. All right, here. Green. I can't mistake those. Wow, that's a really dark forest green. You know what? It's not really showing up, but trust me, they are distinct, like green and black and brown and gray. Really, really smooth. Come with a smudger. You know, it just blends out really, really beautifully. You can smudge, smudge, smudge all the way. You know, if that's your top lash line, and then it can just smudge into nothing, really. So, really, really beautiful there. And eyeshadows. Here we go. Now, they don't have names. They have numbers, which is a little bit of a bone of contention, really. I mean, I'm not going to remember. If I'm talking to somebody, I'm not going to go, oh, you know the number, okay, what the heck was that again? It's much easier to say, you know, purple this, or, you know, peach that. But this is the number 3, which is a beautiful kind of gray purple. It's really, really gorgeous. Now, what I will say is his colorings are really, you know, I don't want to say sophisticated. I don't like to throw around that word, sophisticated, because I don't want to alienate anybody and have it be very, you know, she. But it is. Even his purples are not, you know, they always have a tinge of earthiness to them, real wearability. That's the number 38, and that's sort of like a peachy kind of color. I've got his palettes here. This is the number 4, and those are all in the gray family. Oops, hold on. There we go. Oh gosh, you know. My fingers are all over the place here. Now, I will say this. If you like pigmentation like NARS, it's nothing like that. This is sort of a line that you build up to. So it's kind of like the Chanel as well. You know, with the NARS, I find I just kind of go like this, put it on, and I'm actually kind of blending more away because you really get that wash of color, and it's very, very intense. With these, I find it's the opposite effect. So you put on, and then you just build and build and build to the consistency that you like. And so it's really your preference. You can get the same payoff. It's just if you prefer adding on or taking away. It's like with any kind of painting. You know, you're kind of doing both techniques. So I really, you know, as you can see with the swatches, if I do it this way, you get quite a bit. If I'm just doing this, it's quite subtle. The only thing that I'm not that crazy about are these slats, just like with the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks, because a brush, you know, it's usually circular, and so you kind of want to dab it in this way rather than these little slats. Because if you have a bigger brush, it's hard to just pick up that one color without having some of the other colors as well. Man, I am running out of time here, people. Okay, and here's the other one. Now, I will tell you that I'm wearing as much Armani right now as I possibly can. Not the foundation, but all the eyeshadows from this particular quad. And I have to tell you, this green, I have searched high and low for that green. I have bought green in I don't know how many different lines just to try and match this, because this doesn't come as a separate. And I didn't want to buy the whole quad again just for this one color. But you know what? I think I'm going to have to, because I can't find another color like that. It's green with gold shimmer throughout it, but it's in the perfect sort of quantity of both. And I haven't been able to find that. I mean, some close, but you know when you want something exactly as is and nothing else is going to do. So I'm kind of in that phase. So we've got that, and this is number 3. But I mean, you can tell they're just stunning colors. Let me get really close for you. That and this, and I'm doing this because, gosh darn it, I have to make a part 2 because I've got way more products to go through, and that's in the gray family. Okay, so whoops, I almost fell there. Okay, I am going to be doing a second video. Thanks.